evening. Hello, good evening. It's Dr. Croom, and I'm a little behind on our senior pet chat tonight. That's simply because we were out uh, dealing with a client who needed our care. So, my apologies for being late. Could have just not come on at all, but I wouldn't want to do that. So, welcome to the senior pet chat. Here we love senior pets. And at Dr. Croom Mobile Veterinary Service, that is our focus, is senior pets. Now, of course, we love the younger puppies and kittens and geckos and all of that. We love them too. But senior pets hold a special place in my heart and my whole team. So welcome to the Senior Pet Chat. We know that if you have any questions at all, this is the time to do it. Okay, this is like free veterinary advice every Monday night at 7:30. So we are here. If you have any questions at all, you can definitely feel free to put them in the chat. If you have a question about your senior pet or anything like that. So tonight we were going to be talking about. There's so many topics with senior pets, I tell you. I think we wanted to talk about the exercise aspect because a lot of times senior pets come to the practice and they're having some type of limping, or gimping or issues with their bones or their joints or their muscles. And we know that as we age, just as well as our senior pets age, they're going to have some issues with mobility. Okay, so it's really important that we discuss this because being that we're a holistic veterinary service, we do not always just throw pharmaceuticals at every single issue. We try to allow the pet's body to heal itself using things like electromagnetic therapy. We've got things like Chinese herbs that really get into the body's system. And that yin yang we always hear about, that alludes to the fact that the animal's body is healing itself, as well as yours, because herbs are really good for us humans as well. So, all right. Hey, Katie Wright, how you doing, lady? Good to see you. Hi, Amani Jenkins. Hi, Radika. And I see Carrie Grant. Hey, cousin. If any of you have senior pets, make sure you put a question in the chat if you have one, and I'll go ahead and answer that. So, well, let's get into the conversation a little bit. We're going to just be here for about 15 minutes or so. So, again, if you have a question, put it in the chat. Hi, Sue Killingsworth. Great to see you. So, mobility in senior pets. Again, most Americans have dogs. We know that. But there are a variety of other pets that we want to make sure we focus on as well. Senior cats, they can get a little rowdy. If you've ever been a cat owner, they can get rowdy at any age. But then once they get a little older, it's kind of like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So it looks like I'm a little fuzzy because I'm. Hi, Diane. How you doing? One of the amazing veterinarians from Tuskegee. I love it. So we're talking about senior pets and their mobility. You know that cartilage wears down. Other factors inside the joints wear down. There's a lot of rubbing on the joints and on the bones and the muscles and the tendons. And as we get older, of course, those materials that are in between the joints, the cushions, the padding, the joint cushions, those wear down over time. They've been running and jumping and bouncing all their young lives, and now they're in a position where they're relying on you to do exactly what you're doing, which is watching the senior pet chat and asking any questions that you might have. So one of the main things that a lot of my clients will ask about is glucosamine. Okay, glucosamine is all natural, and the body does make it, but not always in the amounts that's needed to help with an injury or something like that. So glucosamine, we know, is all natural, and it's usually paired with chondroitin or MSM, and it can really help to soothe the pain. Because if the bone on bone action starts happening, then that's when your pet gets into a lot of pain. And then the older they are, if they're a senior pet, they don't have all the resources in their body to heal that as easily as when they were younger. You know how it is. We were all young and we were bouncing, and our knees were all elastic, and we could just bounce back from an injury. We just bounced onto the ground and bounced back up like a trampoline. Yeah, remember those days? So that is the same for the pets. Okay. So Imani said your kitten keeps your kitten keeps your 14-year-old kitty on his toes. Okay, that's exactly right. That's something that some senior pet owners I know have done. A lot of times they may get another pet, a younger one, to help that older pet. It's a twofold. A lot of times they will get a young dog maybe, and the older dog will teach them the ropes, training, what not to do, what to do. And then they also sometimes want that younger pet to help that older pet stay more mobile. Okay, so again, this is a totally non-medical solution, right? Get a younger puppy if you've got an older one. Sometimes that can help. Um, but the glucosamine is definitely a top option for mobility issues for senior pets. Okay, I do have a really nice chew. A lot of times dogs, they don't want a tablet, a capsule, something like that. So if you go to drcroom.com, you will see where my holistic supplements are. I'm telling you, you guys, that hip and joint supplement is the truth. It's got pernicannulaculus in it. Who knows? Hey, Jackie, who knows what pernicannulaculus is? First person who puts it in the chat is going to get some kudos from me. No, if it's on my own daughter, then I might just go on ahead and send you some samples of this, because really, all it will take is for your dog to sniff it, to love the chews. They smell so good. They're like a treat. And then it will be helping those joints, those mobile joints for that senior pet. Okay. Um, how you doing, Miss Jackie? How's that little Frenchie doing over there, huh? Okay, so we're talking about senior pets and their mobility issues. They've got a lot of those. Now, one thing that I want to mention with senior pets and their mobility is that a lot of times, even with my own supplement, it's called a hip and joint. And so when you hear that, you automatically think, the hips, and, that's a major factor. And it is, and it can be. But don't be misled into thinking that all those other joints in the body cannot be causing your senior pet pain. Okay. Yes, the hips are a big deal with senior pets, right? But what about the joints in the fingers, the little front little paws, right? A lot of times, if we think about hips, we're thinking, oh, it's a Great Dane. Oh, German Shepherds, they have problems with their hips all the time. Yes, that is true. And my supplement will be very good for them as well. But don't forget about those small breed dogs, those small senior pets, right? We call them ankle biters in vet school, right? You remember that, Dr. King, huh? Or maybe we called them some other things too, but they were definitely small enough to get at those ankles. And they have a lot of issues with their joints too. Like I said, the little fingers, right? Their little paws, they can get arthritis in those too. Also, dachshunds, right? That's a breed that we know they tend to have a lot of issues in the backbone. Every space between each vertebrae in the backbone is a joint. Okay, so I'm just saying that to remind you, don't be misled by, hip and joint, and you're thinking that it's only the hips that's really the problem. Really, it can be all the joints in the body, right? Elbows and knees, and a lot of times those smaller breeds, their little patellas will move around. My patella sometimes moves around a little bit, not because I'm small, but because, I'm just getting older. And so senior pets, things would be moving around, slipping and sliding every which way. So you definitely want to be aware of all the joints in the body. Let me see if there's any questions. So far, I don't see any questions in the chat. For those of you who are observing, uh, thank you for joining. Hello, Joanne, Miss Elias. Good to see you here on the chat. Let's see who else is Spirit Rider. Hello, good evening. Glad to see you again. Every Monday night we come in here at 7:30 and we're talking about senior pets because we love them, right? And they bring so much joy to the families that I help that I wanted to give um, a special presentation every Monday night for senior pet owners. So that's what we're doing. Again, I don't see any comments in the chat just now, so I'm going to assume there are no questions currently. Let's see what else. Yes, yours is on your thing. Okay, sorry, we're at a client's house again. So again, this is the life of a mobile veterinarian, you guys. Okay, so we're like looking here, looking there, and everything like that. Yes, it's like on your stuff, or it was. Oh, okay. Okay. So, one of the services that we do for Dr. Croom Mobile Veterinary Services, our Last Wishes service, and it's one where we do go right to the homes and we help with senior pets when it's their time. And so, what we're doing right now is just making a delivery of remains, and this just goes right along with the senior pet chat. Again, if we focus on the senior pets, we're doing everything we can. Hurry, because the light is showing. What, you asked? So just, hi there. You guys doing okay? You guys doing all right? Okay, making it? Okay. Okay. Well, now you got your baby back, so, your family's complete. Our condolences again. You take care. All right. So, I guess that was behind the scenes. But this is one of the reasons why we have, over 50. I'll toot my horn a little bit. We have over 50 5-star reviews because this service is one that is super needed. When it's time for your senior pet to, gain his wings, then it's always so much better to have me be able to come right to the house, and not have to go anywhere else and put your senior pet through all of that. So let's see, Sue. Are spider plants safe around cats? You said, sorry, not on subject. I've got some spider plants. Could you look at I'm looking. And I got some spider pants. So spider plants and spider pants. Let me see. I want to say yes. Yes. They can be safely nibbled by your kitties. And your kitty can safely the guy is waiting for you. Yes, Sue. Spider plants are safe around cats, and they can safely nibble on them a little bit as well. So, yes, great question. Let's see. Hi, Michelle Miller. Hoovy. It's Hoovy. And Jew Pat. Grateful for you joining us tonight. Any questions about senior pets? I'll take them. And if not, we're actually we're 8:15. Again, we started a little late tonight because we were doing a home visit. And but my time in the military taught me that even if you're late, well, they taught me never to be late. So in this case, when you can't help it, what do? You just come on, you say sorry, and you keep it moving. So my apologies for not being here right at 7:30 today, but guess what? We are going to be on time next week. So thank you so much for showing up, showing out. Please know that you can find me at drcroom.com. We specialize in senior pets. We love them, okay? And then oh, wait a minute. That was the wrong banner. Every Monday night, doing so many things, I tell you. Join me every Monday night for all things senior pets. Thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next week.